Jakto Transport Limited Company. They are number one for bulk earthworks, site clearance, demolition, remediation, civil engineering, and road haulage projects. They have over 40 years of experience in the construction industry. They are based in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. Also an employer of over 100 personnel, they are the largest earthworks and demolition contractors as well as specialists in the north of England. They are experienced in operating under many varied forms of contract. High-level structure contains 10 clauses. It begins with scope. This integrated business management system manual covers the activities and functions performed in Jakto Transport Limited Company, which provides some services like bulk earthworks, site clearance, demolition, remediation, civil engineering, and road haulage. Secondly, normative reference. They are associated with ISO 9001-2015, which refers to Quality Management System, and then ISO 14001-2015, which refers to Environmental Management System, and then ISO 45001-2018, which refers to Health and Safety Management System.
Number 3 is terms and definition. It is not stated in this company's manual, so I'll be proceed with 4.0, the context of the organization. Under context of the organization, 4.1 is about understanding the organization and its context. The Integrated Business Management System Manual has been prepared to satisfy the requirement of ISO 9001-2015, ISO 14001-2015, and also ISO 45001-2018 for the activities carried out at the site. The effectiveness of this Integrated Business Management System will be verified by regular inspection, review, and audits. The corrective action will be taken where necessary and will be subsequently reviewed for effectiveness of this company. In order to maintain an effective management system, the improvement in its quality, environmental, and also occupational health and safety activities or business will be conducted according to the following principles as shown in Figure 1. 4.2 is about understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. The interested parties includes the director, managers, employees, subcontractors, suppliers, clients, and also regulatory bodies. These tables contain the further explanation on information requirement of each interested parties. 4.3 is about determining the scope of the Integrated Business Management System. The scope of Integrated Business Management System covers all the core supporting activities of the company. In this company's manual defines the scope of their Integrated Business Management System to be the activities and function performed within the operating areas, including in the service scope definition. The last point in context of the organization is 4.4, the management system and its processes. In order to satisfy mature requirement, it is necessary to provide a list to illustrate the interaction of our core business processes. Figure 2 shows an example of a list to illustrate the interaction of their core business processes.
Number 5. Leadership. In general, the director and top management teams of Jakto Transport Limited are committed to the development and implementation of quality, environmental and OSH policy and a management system which are both compatible with the works carried out and the services supplied by the company. Second is customer focus. The review's customer requirements are applicable statutory and regulatory requirements are determined and met. This is because to ensure that the focus on customer satisfaction is maintained. 5.2 is about policy. The Quality, Environmental and OSH policy for Jakto Transport Limited is contained within the section 1.3 page 7 of this integrated business management system manual that shown in figure 2. 5.3 Roles, Responsibilities and Authorities. The Jakto Transport Limited has an organizational chart in place for the business management system. This is contained within the section 4.2 page 13 of this integrated business management system manual that shown in figure 3. Number 6. Planning. 6.1 Actions to address risks and opportunities. Within each of the areas in which they work, the risks are identified together with the risk rating which determine the importance of the risk. The associated consequence and mitigation of the risk is also noted together with any new opportunities that they have identified. The Jakto Transport Limited risk assessment are reviewed frequently throughout their proposed work activities and on an annual basis by their managers and directors to ensure that they remain relevant to their work operation. 6.2 Jakto Transport Limited Objective and Planning. First, objective and planning to achieve them. Their objective and methods are achieving the objective are located within the section 3 of this integrated business management system manual. Second, planning action to achieve environmental objective. The director and managers regularly review their environmental objective which are contained within their objective policy together with their aspect and impact register. That can be referred to the section 3 and section 6.1.2 of this integrated business management system manual.
Next element is support. For support, we have 5 categories which are resources, competence, awareness, communication and documented information. For resources, the company ensure the capabilities and constraints on existing internal resources, also address what needs to be obtained from external providers. For competence, the new employees must follow a process such as company induction, introduction to company management, issue of company PPE as well as contract of employment issued. For awareness, company ensure that all employees aware of company policies through notice board, induction, toolbox talks or emails. For communication, it is either office staff or site staff that is done through the internet or through individual line respectively. For documented information, documents listed on the Master Document Control Register encompass following elements such as ID number, description, issue number, date of issue or revision amendment. Next element is operational awareness. We will look into operation and planning control. The first one is eliminating hazard and reducing OH and S risk. This company used the hierarchy of controls tables to identify the level of control to be applied to each risk. It is whether to use PPE, administrative control, engineering control, substitution or elimination. The second one is management of change OH and S. Temporary or permanent changes that impact the OH and S performance is interlinked with clauses 6.1.2 and 6.1.4. Third is procurement. This company have controls in place to ensure that external provision are approved before using the service or products. It is done through supplier PQQ form and subcontractor PQQ form. Next is contractors. The company ensure that contractors are approved for knowledge, skills, methods and mean. The coordination methods are such as reporting of hazard, reporting of injuries and processes to follow in an emergency. The verification method are such as satisfactory OH and S performance, Qualification, experience, and competence criteria, resources, equipment, and work preparation are adequate and ready. For outsourcing, the company ensures that the external provider understands what is needed and ensure it is being done in an acceptable way. There is a need to document the extent of the control over outsourced function or processes, such as billing, printing, and internal auditing.
Performance evaluation. First, monitoring, measurement, analysis, evaluation. Jacto Transport Limited has deemed the following elements for monitoring, measuring, analysis, and evaluation to ensure the quality performance of the effectiveness of the business management system. Jacto Transport Limited then collects information on customer satisfaction through various means, including online service SurveyMonkey, to obtain feedback from their customer. The customer satisfaction survey is sent to all clients annually, and the complete survey is analysed and evaluated at the management review meeting by top management. Then, Jacto Transport Limited ensures that compliance is reviewed regularly to ensure the business is meeting compliance obligation. Competency of the evaluation of compliance is monitored regularly by their external safety consultants to ensure that legislative and regulatory compliance is considered in determining the effectiveness of the occupational health and safety management system. In analysis and evaluation quality, result of feedback, which include customer satisfaction questionnaire, internal audit, conformity of product and services, is evaluated through the management review meeting and action as applicable should any non-conforming errors be present. Internal audit is carried out through risks or cost-based auditing, appropriate personnel and evidence need for completeness. Internal audit program will be prepared covering all clauses. In management review, it will take place on quarterly basis. People who attend the meeting will consist of top management. All inputs and output will be documented in line with the requirement of the ISO standard. Overall, action arising from the meetings must be complete without any undue delay. Next, in non-conformity and corrective action is to ensure that the corrective action including root cause analysis is complete and implemented to avoid any further occurrences. This is then analyzed and processed so that should the risk to the business posed to be higher than a management meeting is arranged to assist in mitigating the risks to the business. Thus, the internal audit report must be complete to ensure that a full analysis of the problem is resolved. Should any changes to the business management system, product or services be required, then this will be undertaken at the discretion of the management team.